It's that time of year again, which means we're back for one specific reason.
What if I wanted to open a restaurant?
What is that? Why a restaurant?
Why not a restaurant?
Look, you already have a restaurant.
Yeah, but this would be a different restaurant.
Tell me more.
FX's The Bear, a show that accurately depicts the chaos and calamity that ensues while working in a restaurant kitchen. Complemented by vividly descriptive cinematography, charming performances, and a brilliant mix of licensed music, The Bear became a cultural phenomenon that divided audiences into two separate camps: love or hate. The first two seasons captured lightning in a bottle, and remain some of the best television I've ever seen, while Season 3 halted all momentum and diluted certain aspects that made the show special in the first place. While not entirely terrible, there were a lot of moments in Season 3 that had me saying this:
Please come out here and kick me in the nuts. I'm begging you.
Fortunately, The Bear Season 4 feels like a return to form, being more enjoyable and more entertaining than the entirety of last season. For comparison, Season 4 is literally a hydrogen bomb versus a coughing baby, and compared to Season 3, the plot actually moves forward, the facts are used in moderation, and everyone in the kitchen is working towards one collective goal. As a whole, The Bear Season 4 resembles the feel of the first two seasons, and provides a handful of heartwarming moments that solidify its place as one of the best shows on television. In order to prove my point, we'll need to talk some spoilers, so watch ahead at your own risk.
You're gonna get electrocuted. All three of you guys are holding the thing. It's in the water.
I got gloves on.
He's right.
I don't have gloves. It doesn't matter.
Well, you're
Can I borrow your
Fully
gloves?
organized. You're pissing me off.
No, I'm not.
As predicted in my last Bear video, Season 4 is all about healing, attempting to crawl out of emotionally dark places to better yourself and the people around you. Still reeling from the negative review published in the final minutes of Season 3, Season 4 finds the bear racing against the clock to make a sustainable profit before the plug gets pulled. To measure how much time they have left, a running clock is set up as a grim reminder, but also manages to instill a sense of determination within the bear, and creates an environment where everyone's able to thrive and operate at maximum efficiency, resulting in a more uplifting season where everyone's doing what they can to support one another, often leading to some genuinely heartwarming moments. To be more specific, Episode 3 has one of the best moments from this season, with Richie preparing a beef sandwich for an LA-based family visiting Chicago. And with their daughter being cancer-free for 6 months, he provides the ultimate kind of hospitality and allows Carmy to help him, leading to a better overall outcome. This tiny moment is literally what Forks was all about back in Season 2, and illustrates how rewarding it is for not only Richie, but the bear itself to see other people happy as a result of their service.
Manja, baby! All right.
This season also gave us an inverse of fishes in the form of Episode 7 titled Bears, which invites us to a wedding celebration for Richie's ex-wife. As the spiritual opposite of fishes, an episode where nasty family drama explodes in a negative way, Bears focuses on positivity and how important it is to have family in your corner, whether they're blood related or not. Bears is one of the most heartwarming episodes of The Bear so far, providing a number of great scenes and moments that'll make your heart melt. Recovering from the forks thrown at him 2 seasons ago, Uncle Lee returns to have an honest conversation with his nephew, and surprisingly reveals he grew a lot closer to Mikey during the time when Carmy wasn't around. Uncle Lee even gives Carmy some much needed closure regarding his deceased brother, as he recalls past conversations with Mikey, reassuring Carmy that his older brother was indeed proud of him for all he accomplished as a chef. It's one of many powerful scenes this season, as they talk about breaking destructive patterns, as well as coping with the darkest parts of yourself, and ends with them developing a newfound respect for one another.
You would really talk about me?
All the time.
What I also love about this episode is Richie, who's feeling the finality of his divorce, and also feels like he's losing his daughter to his ex-wife's new husband, Frank. This feeling turns Richie into an anxious mess at the start of the episode, but also transforms him into something deeply profound by the end of the episode. As Richie's daughter Eva hides underneath a table for not wanting to dance, Frank and Richie encourage her to rejoin the festivities to no avail. What starts out as a 2-man job evolves into a huge family ordeal where nearly everyone's under the table doing what's necessary to comfort the youngest member of their family, sharing exactly what scares them the most.
I'm afraid of enclosed spaces. Like I got like 2 minutes tops in here. You know what I'm saying?
Humor aside, I love this scene because it helps Richie understand his place within the Bearzatto family. Even though most of them aren't blood related, Richie's the glue that holds them all together as a family. And just like Uncle Jimmy says,
"Unfortunately for you, you're a bear forever. My condolences."
Love you,
And I love you too.
I don't know if it's because I went to a wedding not too long ago, but much like the bears, it's insanely reassuring to feel overwhelmed with love knowing that family is always in your corner. And I know I'm not wrong when I say it's the best feeling in the world. This episode captured that feeling perfectly and remains one of the best overall episodes of the entire series.
She was with Lee?
Who's Lee?
Lee is a man I've met 9 times, and I don't know who he is.
As far as characters and their arcs this season, we saw Tina get faster and more efficient in the kitchen, Marcus gets the recognition he deserves being labeled one of the best new chefs, Sydney finally chooses the bear over working with Shapiro, and Carmy made peace with his mom and Claire Bear. Even some fan favorite characters return in spectacular fashion, like Jess and Garrett, who join Richie in the front of the house, as well as Carmy's old friend Luca, who steps in to give Marcus some extra firepower. It was not only great to see these characters again, but they all played a part in helping the bear thrive as a restaurant. What was also nice to see was Ibrahim suffering from success with the beef window becoming too profitable for him to handle, with talks of franchising and expanding all across Chicago.
We have the beefs.
See, that you're already thinking like an ad agent.
I'm loving it.
Well, no, that you can't use that. See, that's McDonald's.
Da 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 da.
Yeah, that's McDonald's. I'm loving it.
The last thing to discuss comes in the form of the last episode of this season, titled Goodbye. Taking place after the clock runs out and the bear's practically saved, Sydney learns that Carmy completely removed himself from the partnership agreement. What? In this last episode, Carmy drops a bombshell and reveals that he doesn't enjoy being a chef anymore, not knowing who he is and what he's like outside of the kitchen. It seems like next season we'll see him trying to set things right at the bear before he disappears. But I'm an optimist, so I imagine things could go a different way. In what I assume could be the last season, I imagine he'll find the necessary inspiration he's looking for as he continues to live his life outside of the kitchen, and in turn will want to stay at the restaurant he built, pouring all his newfound creativity and inspiration back into the bear. Although this is pure speculation on my part, I'd like to hear what you think of Carmy's decision to leave in the comments below.
I love you, but I will cut your ponytail off if you get close to her again.
Can I ever touch the baby? Yeah.
When was the last time you washed your hands?
A couple days ago. What? What?
As someone who was pretty disappointed in last season, The Bears Season 4 was a pleasant surprise that I wasn't looking forward to. Still nowhere near as good as the first 2 seasons, but still more enjoyable than the entirety of last season. If I had to complain about one thing in particular, it's the celebrity cameos that became normalized after the 2nd season, and while I don't hate the appearance of Brie Larson, it just feels a bit forced and unnecessary. At this point, we're conditioned to expect a celebrity face to appear in every season, and it's starting to feel like an annoying gimmick. Aside from that nitpick, The Bear is still one of the best shows on television, and no one can convince me otherwise. Having said that, it's time I turn to you, dear viewer. What did you think of The Bears Season 4? Did you like it better than last season? Did you dislike it? Or feel something else entirely? However you may feel, don't be shy and let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like and subscribe, and let's get an RIP in the comments for those who quit the bear.
Who quit?
Eric, Debbie, and David.
Who the f are Eric, Debbie, and David?
Debbie's really nice to me, and then Eric's kind of whatever, but David is the best.